Hello, and welcome to the Content Mill podcast. It is the show where four creators from four corners of the internet get together to talk about what they are making and what they are playing. This week, well, our dear leader, Gianni, is currently recovering from his travels in Japan. So instead of your regularly scheduled programming, we've got a special episode for you. Through my super secret methods, I have managed to snag the audio of our PAX playthrough of the Godzilla tabletop role-playing game. I've cleaned up the audio a bit, or, as best as I could, but this was a super live and super on-the-show floor gaming thing, so our voices aren't the crisp, clean audio experience we usually put out. I also had to do some trimming around the rules, regulations, and intros, so just to speed run that before we get into the audio bit, Gianni, AJ Fileri, Brendan Bigley, and I played through a one-shot game of Godzilla on the show floor. If you want to hear more about that, go listen to our PAX episode. We talk about it with AJ. It's a pretty cool story. Johnny is playing Cordell, our leader. AJ is playing Jackhammer, a guy with a jackhammer. Brendan is Harris, the hacker, and I'm playing the Dr. Karima. Ellen, the editor of the game, is our deckmaster, the DM, and she does a fantastic job for a very spur-of-the-moment stream. This was such a fun game to play, and we hope that you enjoy our live from the PAX floor playthrough of Godzilla the role-playing game. And, hey, if you like us playing some tabletop games, just let us know. All right, that's enough front matter. Let's get right into the game. I will hand it over to Ellen and the sweeping sound and audioscape of PAX East. See ya.
This campaign and this game is set in the Kaisei era, which is the first unique Kaisei era comics based on the comics line at IDW right now. And I'm going to give you a little brief world introduction. In 1954, experimentation with a mysterious energy source known as Kaisei awakened Godzilla and a host of immortal kaiju. Since then, humanity has been pummeled by near-constant monster attacks. While Japan began to treat the kaiju like natural disasters, understanding that human attempts to fight Godzilla only made the threat worse, the American G-Force was created to fight. In the present day, the world that remains looks radically different from our own. In the USA, a portion of the country has been destroyed and turned into a mutated wasteland known as the Dead Zone. Radical cults revere the almighty kaiju as gods, while mercenaries scavenge through wrecked cities in search of G-Force tech and kaiju biomatter. And the kaiju have left more than ruins in their wake. Strange genetic mutations caused by residual Kaisei energy are on the rise, creating a crop of super-powered humans. No one knows the precise origin of Kaisei energy, but it's clear that it, the kaiju, and the fate of the world are intertwined. It's a world at war, and it's your turn to join the fight. You're not entirely sure where you are, but you came aboard an Archer gunship about 30 minutes ago after having received a message from G-Force through trusted channels that a new emergency response team is being assembled, and you've been headhunted to join them. So, as you all jostle in position in the back of this Archer gunship, I would like you each to go around and, in your own words, describe your character. Just what are they doing in this moment right before they jump into a potential combat situation? Let's start over here.
Yeah.
Who do we have?
I am Jackson Jackhammer Jones, and he's a big guy. I don't know what camera we're on right now. Big guy, yeah. And he's, I think, just sitting in the back of this Humvee or whatever we're in, and just like polishing his big jackhammer gun thing. Just kind of meditatively, making sure that he's ready to start jackhammering should the need arise. Should the need arise.
And next to Jackhammer?
Yeah, I'm Harris Hawkberg, tech nerd, notably. I think Harris, I'm trying to keep to myself, but as a tech nerd, I'm like really ogling the jackhammer. I'm like curious how it was built, how it was put together, how it works. I kind of want to like futz around with the inside, you know?
Yeah, and I do not want you doing this.
Yeah, I can tell. I'm like, yeah.
Okay. And over here?
I am Cordell Newton, natural leader, obviously.
Of course, yes.
Right now, I really want to say something like very like I want to rally my team, but I know we got a big task coming up, so I'm focused out the window. I'm very like you said, meditative. Like I'm ready for the task at hand.
You're surveying the scene.
Yes.
And last but not least,
I am Dr. Karima Mabukula. And I'm just kind of removed. I'm scanning my data pad here, doing some scans relatively, but I'm observing and I'm waiting to see where we're going. I probably got like a little app on my pad here trying to figure out where exactly we are and have come up inconclusive.
yeah, the triangulations keep getting scattered by defense signals. Now that we've met the characters, let's learn a little bit more about them. I'm going to run down your character sheets, and this will also give you a basic introduction to the resolution mechanic and how the game works. So, this is your character sheet. At the very top, you'll see your name, class, and squad. The Godzilla RPG has 12 unique character classes, each with their own abilities. And squad is just, if you have a team name, what you decide to call yourselves, that's where you can write that down. In the top left corner, we have hero points. Hero points can be earned throughout the game and then spent to level up your character. It's non-linear leveling, so it can be spent to modularly upgrade different abilities or gain different things as you go. Won't be relevant here since that's mostly during downtime, but you can use hero points to regain willpower or recharge special rules under certain circumstances. Directly underneath name, class, squad, you have your 4 main aspects. These are coordination, mindfulness, intelligence, and strength. These are the main building blocks for your character. Coordination refers to your character's reflexes and dexterity. Mindfulness has to do with their ability to read a situation and the people around them, also their communication skills. Intelligence is pretty straightforward, and strength is pretty straightforward. To the left of this, you'll see willpower. Willpower represents your character's physical, mental, and emotional ability to hold on during tense situations. You can take physical, emotional, and mental damage in this game, so you might be forced to retreat or recover for a time based on things other than just physical damage. You all start with 5 willpower. This can be reduced during the game. Because you have 5 willpower, you also all start with 5 destiny cards in your hand. Destiny cards can be spent to power up your challenges as you go. I'll explain how that works as we get there. Beneath this, we have 4 more things that are a little bit more flavor. We have your catalyst, motivation, temperament, and appearance. These indicate why your character does what they do, how they go about it. Playing into these things during the game will reward you hero points for good roleplay. It's just kind of a high-level look at your character. Underneath that, we have abilities, traits, gear, and bonds. These are the next 4 core elements you'll be adding on to any challenges you undertake. Ability represents any specialized skills or training your character has, so you can get better at these over time, and you'll see a bonus associated with them. Gear is any specialized tech or equipment or weaponry or armory your character has. This is also stuff that can be improved over time. Traits, unlike these, cannot be improved over time. Traits are things that have to do with your character's narrative disposition. So if you're undergoing a challenge and you think, oh, I'm really playing into my character's charisma or their loner stats or the fact they always want to be the center of attention, you can add those as a +1 bonus to the challenge. Bonds represent your relationship to the other players in the game. They can also be improved over time. Some of you already have bonds to each other. There are 3 types of bonds: affinities, enmities, and rivalries. Affinities are for people you work especially well with, so when you're coordinated on your team, it goes really well. Enmities are for people you hate, and you can get bonuses for refusing to work with them. There's also rivalries, which are a classic anime-style rival where, and by trying to outdo them during a challenge, will give you special bonuses. So now that you know those, I'm going to talk through the general challenge system. The way this game works for challenges is you'll say what you want to do. So for instance, I say, I want to charge ahead of the team and I want to go punch that kaiju in the face. I'm going to say, as your deck master, your DM, I'm going to say that sounds like a strength challenge. So you're going to start by adding your strength here, so +2 for this character. Then I can choose 1 ability, 1 piece of gear, and up to 3 traits to add onto that score. So I start with a +2. I'm going to say lead from the front for another +4. And then my piece of gear, I'm going to use my light body armor to avoid some damage. So I'm going to say I'm sitting at a +8. And then for traits, I'm going to say, well, I'm being the center of attention, I'm being decisive, and I'm being rather charismatic. So I'm adding 3. So that's going to put me at a +11. That's my bonus I'm sitting at. Now, you can choose to add a Destiny card from your hand as well. The Destiny card will add the value of that card to the challenge. So say I had the 9 of diamonds, I would be adding a 9 onto that number, so I'd be sitting at a plus 20 from that 11. However, if the suit of my Destiny card matches the suit of a challenge, you'll see each of these is paired to a suit.
Yeah.
It's a value of 10, regardless of the value on the card. So say I had the 2 of clubs, it would actually add a plus 10 to that.
Yeah. Cool.
So after you add up your stats, your ability, gear, traits, and then if you want a Destiny card, you will then flip a card from the chance deck that will add or subtract its value. So if I flip this card, King of Spades, black cards add to the value, so I add 10. So I'd be sitting at over 30 on my total for the challenge. But if I flipped a red card, it would subtract that value. And then tuck that back into the deck. So we don't know where it's coming. That's the basics of challenges. I'll cover them again when we're actually doing a challenge in game. Okay? Directly beneath that, we have a special rules box. Each class has special rules associated with them. They're explained in detail in your sheet, so feel free to pull on those and let me know if you have any questions as we go.
Right.
Quickly turning over to the back of your sheet. The back of your sheet is a lot more narrative-based, less mechanical. On here, the key main things to be aware of are your contacts, know-how, and resources. These refer to things that you have access to but might not necessarily provide a bonus during the game. So for instance, contacts refer to places you have people you know and might be able to pull on a favor. For instance, this person has contacts at the University of Florida because they went there as a student, so they might know somebody there that they can ask for a favor. Know-how refers to things you are aware of, such as research studies or general training. For instance, this character is aware of American football. That doesn't provide a bonus, but they just do know the rules of football. Resources are very similar. These are things that you have access to. I think all of you have squad comms listed.
Yes.
Good to know. Underneath this, we have notes. This is more narrative-based notes for your character. And then on the left side of the sheet, because it's our starter set version, includes a quick guide to some additional rules. I'll reference that throughout the game, but you don't need to worry too much about it right now.
Cool.
That is the character sheet quick guide.
And we all perfectly know the rules.
Yes.
We will not be asking any questions the rest of the
I
game.
memorized it. I don't even need the sheet
No,
anymore.
no, of course not. Of course not. Perfect. With that, a strange rumble of turbulence brings you all back to your awareness within the Archer gunship. As you hear the intercom crackle and you hear the voice of the pilot, a man who introduced himself as Scott Casey, your liaison for this assignment. Sorry for the cloak and dagger stuff, folks. We're approaching the mission site, and this is a sensitive, restricted area. You all signed your NDAs, right?
Yeah.
You know what? Let's just not mention it to anyone and just, nobody post on social media. Your mission, we're not streaming right now, are we? Your mission is also kind of a group appraisal thing. Higher-ups want to see you functioning together because they want to hire you potentially as a team. But if it goes well, maybe they'll sign some hefty checks. But don't be fooled. This is not a drill. It's a test, but it is the real thing. We're coming up on Base Alpha. It's a former G-Force facility. And I'm saying former because about 4 days ago it got totaled by a kaiju. The big guy himself, Godzilla, showed up here. Anyway, it's mainly abandoned now except for a skeleton cleanup crew. Only we also lost contact with them about an hour and a half ago. Right before that, the on-site detectors alerted us remotely to a spike in Kaisei energy levels, which are also still rising. So we haven't heard anything back from the crew since then, and since the base went down, we haven't had an anti-kaiju team in the area, which is why we're sending you in. Intel suggests there are other interested parties sniffing around, mutants, mercenaries, and who knows what else. So this needs to be done ASAP. As well as reestablishing contact with the base, the bosses want to know if there's any more intel about what they were originally doing here. Why did Godzilla show up and total the place originally? If you can salvage any of the research that was being done, it could be vital to the war against the kaiju. If you do all that, maybe they'll be ready to sign contracts and pay out some checks. Seconds can count in a situation like this, and the clock is ticking. And with that, I'm going to begin the crisis clock.
Great.
The Godzilla RPG runs on a crisis clock. You don't have to manage it, but you certainly should be worried about it. As you reach certain flashpoints, this is going to be counting up to certain flashpoints. As you hit them, things may happen. You may hear word from critical intel from base. A kaiju might appear on the horizon, or perhaps reinforcements arrive. So starting the crisis clock, we have a 9 of diamonds, and unfortunately a high number to be starting your crisis clock.
Great.
As you guys soar in through the clouds, you descend and get a good look at your destination. As you come across from the east, the city and farmland give way to less fertile terrain. Surrounded on all sides by scrub rocks and dirt, you see Base Alpha. It is a series of buildings across a basin floor linked together by the snaking trail of a monorail track. Here is your map. Be aware that the redacted area is for the full version of this adventure only. That is available through our starter set on Kickstarter. Today, only these locations will be available.
Great. Paywall content.
Scott angles toward a VTOL pad as part of a complex of housing and medical buildings known as the Barracks. The main monorail terminus abuts an expanse of concrete and tarmac to the west. Northward are 3 separate facilities, the Command, Armory, and Research Center. The last of these shows signs of exterior damage on the satellite feed, and next to it are several gashes in the ground and a crater about 100 meters across. There is a faint red glow coming from within the crater.
Hello.
The comm buzzes again as Scott addresses you from the cockpit. Welcome to Base Alpha. I'm going to put you down. Top Brass wants this to be an in and out, and I'll be back in about an hour and 45 minutes. You have until then to prove yourself, folks. Where do you want to go?
Oh my god.
I think Jackhammer stands up with his jackhammer as the nickname and his weapon.
perfect.
They are one and the same.
Yes. As we settle down and the back of the thing opens, he walks out. He says, "All right, let's get going." He starts just kind of, I think, just immediately just starts plodding north.
Where do you want him to drop you off? He was kind of
sorry,
angling toward the barracks, but where do you want to actually be dropped
I
off?
thought we started at the barracks. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean,
Start here.
You want to start at the barracks?
Jackhammer trusts you. If you say when he's talking back, he's talking barracks.
I said we started the barracks. So that seems like it would have been where the bulk of where the people were. So I say we started the barracks.
All right, enough.
Good by me.
Yeah, let's do it.
We started the barracks.
Okay, you all jump free of the thing. Scott Casey salutes through the window and says, "Good luck, folks," and he peels off. Over comms, he says, "Just call me when you're ready for a pickup."
Great.
As you land, disembarking the plane, you see directly near the landing pad, you actually do see a pop tent with the cleanup crew insignia on it. You do not see anyone nearby. The pop tent seems to be fully populated with all of the equipment and like storage containers that the cleanup crew would typically have with them. Looking around the barracks has 2 main buildings. One contains communal dorms, mess, and bathroom facilities. The others would be the officers' housing units. There's also a basketball court, tennis court, and a fast food restaurant that seems to have been contracted for supplying the base. Across the parking lot, you see the base's hospital and health center. What would you like to do?
I'm pulling my Kaizen scanner out immediately and
Yes.
just getting readings around. Like
Absolutely.
if I can see anything about any lingering activity, probably pointing towards that red glow to see if there's anything over there.
Sure, okay. What is everyone else doing? And then I'll tell you how to do that check.
I think honestly, Jackson's ready to go to just like he is a jackhammer in body and soul. So I think he's just waiting to be pointed in a direction to
And march.
told to march.
ready
So
to
he's
jack.
honestly like we've got the affinity, so I think he's kind of following your lead. Whatever you decide you'd like to do, he's behind you.
Okay. So maybe we're doing that Kaisei scanner first, unless
Yeah.
anyone else wants to do anything right now.
No, that sounds good.
Okay, let's go ahead. So we're going to do our first challenge. Congratulations, Dr.
Yay!
I'm ready.
So the way this works, this is going to be an intelligence challenge using your Kaisei scanner. So you're going to start with your intelligence score. Also, feel free to use these tokens to count.
Oh,
That's what they're there for.
Wow.
Counting live on the internet.
Counting live online. Okay,
right.
so start with your intelligence score.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. My intelligence.
Got it? And then you can add 1 ability, 1 piece of gear, and up to 3 traits.
I mean, I'm going to use quick analysis. That's what's kind of. I'm just like waving it around, see what I can
Yeah,
get.
absolutely.
This is another 5, so we're at
Great.
9.
Your Kaisei scanner.
The scanner is another +4.
Okay.
So that's 13.
and then up to 3 traits.
I'm gonna say experience in the field, pragmatic. This feels like a thing that she just does anywhere that she is, and methodical. Like it's part of her process.
Sure.
So I've lost track of my count.
So a great start.
13, 14, 15, 16, and that's it, right?
Yes. Now, is anyone assisting Dr. Prima?
Oh yes, absolutely.
You have a
yeah,
bond
tech
with
whiz.
Dr. Prima, actually, Jackhammer, correct?
Yes,
Or you do.
we do have a bond.
Oh, do we?
Oh, it's a one-way bump.
Oh, yeah, I don't have the bond with you.
One-way
I have a bond.
That's interesting.
So it is, yeah, so essentially
how did that
you
happen?
doing the challenge, you would have to sacrifice your action to help him. The only one who can do an action and assist is Cordell. As a combat leader, he's able to do both in the
Okay.
same round. So would you like to sacrifice your action this round to help Dr. Prima?
Yeah, sure. I think
Okay.
it's just looking around. Just
Look at
looking
this
around.
actual yeah.
Okay, so as part of this bond, because you have a bond, you can add the bond bonus, his intelligence score, and you can choose to add a destiny card from your hand at half value if you would like.
My intelligence score is 1.
So you get a +1,
6.
and then +1 from the bond,
Big bucks.
And I get to choose from.
if you want to.
Yeah.
Wow.
You don't have to use it.
And I have to.
Oh,
do
we're
it.
allowed to look at these. Oh,
Yes,
that's
you
nice.
are
Oh, I
using
didn't know
it.
that.
Oh, okay.
We don't know like what the number he's trying to beat is.
No, not right now.
So where are you at right now?
I'm at 18.
18. And also, you can choose to add a card from your hand if you'd like.
And what's like? I don't know. What's the threshold
So
for
a
like
very
medium,
easy,
hard?
attainable thing would be a threshold of 1.
Sure.
A medium difficulty thing is going to be like a 10. So things like breaking down a locked door, something like that, might be around a 10. Slightly more like formidable to impossible things are going to range up to 20s. But there will be things where you're like trying to hit a kaiju or like damage something like that could get really high, like
Yeah.
into the 30s.
So and you've already got my +1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got
I feel
your
like- I feel
+1.
like 18 is pretty
18,
solid, right?
I'm not like targeting anything. I'm
Sure.
just kind of getting a lay of the land. That feels all right.
And you don't want to add a card from your hand either?
No, I think.
Okay, so now you're going to turn a chance card and see if it's positive or negative. So you're at 18. Minus 10!
I understand now.
Yeah, okay.
I got it.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Brutal.
So good.
So, with an 8, it's not a catastrophic failure.
Sure.
It's not the worst thing that's ever happened. Scanning around, with your scanner, you detect a low level of Kaisei energy in this area. It is not at a dangerous level, but there is definitely Kaisei somewhere. You can tell there seems to be some sort of like pulse to it.
Okay.
You get a sense of like it is rippling out from a source on base,
Okay.
but you don't know where that is.
Can't
Unfortunately, with an 8.
Okay.
Would
So
there be
that's-
any like visual indication of that?
Very strong sources of Kaisei, like Godzilla's breath.
Yeah.
That's a Kaisei blast. So
Right.
when it's hyper concentrated,
Yeah.
it can be seen. At the level you're talking about, probably.
No. Okay.
And is it residual? As if like I probably don't get a good sense.
Mr. 8, you
Okay.
have no idea.
I guess like at a base level, like do I know? I have something about Kaisei as a biological element in my know-how.
Yeah.
So
that's
like, do I have a general sense of like Kaisei is usually an indicator of like alive biology, or is trace element that's left
That's a
behind?
great question. So I would say at the level it's at, this is beyond what is normal for
Okay.
just residual Kaisei energy.
Okay.
So Kaisei is kind of like permeating everything at incredibly low levels.
Yep.
This is a level that it's like, it usually doesn't pulse or fluctuate like this unless there is something in the
Okay.
area. Cool. Yeah. So that's our first challenge. We did a challenge.
How's it
Okay.
going, Doc?
Go great.
But you did it.
But we learned so much.
You learned something. Now, what do you guys want to do with your first round of actions?
You want to go first?
Well, we know that there's a pulse coming from somewhere on the site.
Yeah.
So I think we should start checking buildings.
Yeah. I have a. You said there's like a commander's barracks
There's a
specifically.
command center.
Yeah. Okay. I
Oh,
think.
so there's the command center and then there's an officer's barracks.
Officers' barracks. Okay. I'm thinking if we go to the officers' barracks, I have a bunch of hacking stuff.
We may get some information out of it.
I could see if there's like a computer they left behind
That makes sense.
and find some information.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I think we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and say you guys are going to search the commander's barracks together.
Great.
Yeah. I would say that's an intelligence challenge
Sure.
for whoever wants to lead it. Who would like to lead this?
I have a
intelligence?
+5 for intelligence.
I'm +2, so
Yeah,
that should be good.
okay.
These
cool.
doors are not high security, and they seem to be unlocked, actually. in the
okay.
storage. So you don't need to hack anything. So this is just searching around to find things.
Yeah.
Seeing if you know enough, and maybe finding information if I can decode something about them.
Yeah.
So intelligence challenge.
Great. All right, so we're starting with 5, and then let's see, an ability. I'm going to do tactical awareness.
Sure.
That seems right, which is giving me +4. Thank you very much. One piece of gear. Well, combat drones aren't exactly useful here.
Send
Nor
them
is
in,
my
dude.
jetpack or my body armor. Do I have to use gear?
You don't have to.
Okay.
You got a jetpack?
I do have a jetpack.
We're finding this out now?
Yeah, I know. I was gonna save it for later. You got to keep wanting more. Traits, though. All right, let's look around here. Okay, there's this one trait that I really love the name of. It's called "Just Give Me a Moment, I Can Solve This."
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna put that into effect and be like, I know there's something in here. I will find it, which is gonna give me. That takes me to 10.
And then you'll get to use Cordell's intelligence.
Yes, for
Plus
one
your
more.
bond bonus, which I believe is a +1.
What is your intelligence? 2, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And then if you would like to contribute a destiny card, you can. You don't have to.
Where are we at right now?
It's not looking great.
13?
Yeah, 13.
And now we know the power of the...
Yeah.
Yes.
And also, you can contribute a destiny card at full value.
Oh, yeah. I
So
probably
you
will
would do
that.
half value since you're
Half
helping.
and then full?
Full
Okay.
if you'd like.
All
Keep
right.
in mind you don't.
We can share our
replenish
card
them.
values, right?
Yeah, you can talk to
Yeah.
each other.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
I'm thinking of playing a 4. I don't want to play the high level stuff yet, but I think like 4. If we can get pointed in the right direction
My highest is
sooner.
an 8, which will only give you 4 to begin with.
Yeah. Okay, great.
You want to do that?
Yeah, that
All
sounds
right.
good. So you do
Both?
an 8 and I do a 4.
That sounds great.
Cool. All right.
Just roll.
Yeah.
So adding an additional 8 onto your bonus.
Yeah. Great. Let's do this. We have 3. Let's do another 5, 6, 7, 8.
And you can just discard all
I was gonna
cards.
say, do we just discard this?
Nice. What do we gotta do? Bingo. All right.
Change. Okay.
Cool.
Got it.
That's 21.
21, and then flip a card.
Flip a card.
Oh,
Yay.
busted!
Busted.
Love to see it. All right. Beautiful.
Okay, so 31, which is a great score. As you guys are rummaging through, most of the reading the interior barracks, most of everything has been opened and emptied, except for the bedding has been left
great.
intact of the barracks. Some personal belongings remain on shelves and windowsills and tables. The offices have been pretty cleared of all materials, with filing cabinets and desk drawers left open and hastily burgled. However, I would say with that high of a check, I will say that you are able to find a general schematic of the base that was left discarded within the officers' areas
Right.
for just tracking personnel, general information. It doesn't have. It gives you a full layout of what is at the base. It has a list of each system available at the base, as well as general protocols about emergency. So looking through this, you can tell that the command center has access to the whole security system. So you'd be able to counteract and unlock any security protocols on base from there.
Right.
It would also have all of the servers and log information there, so you could access any video evidence or personnel records there.
Very helpful.
It also would have active access to any of the current video cameras, so you could remote access video cameras from there. And then it also has a long-range comm system that you can use to radio out of base.
Nice.
The armory has a lot of stuff there. So that's where they're keeping all their smaller range weapons, tactical vehicles, that sort of thing. It also has a high security vault that would be containing its more advanced weaponry that they were working on.
Okay.
The research center seems to be what the heart of this operation was about. You see the most personnel were associated with that. A very high percentage of the personnel here were research and scientific staff.
Okay.
There's a lot of redacted information about what would have been going on there, of what was being requisitioned or leaving. One thing you can tell about the research center that's really interesting is it has a cryostasis system of some kind, a Kaisei containment system of some kind, and you can tell based on the schematic there is a dark area on the schematic. So there is an area on the schematic that there's a door leading to nowhere, essentially. So you can tell there is some sort of secret area in the research lab.
Okay.
That's what you get. That's the end of your round of action. So I am now going to add to the crisis clock.
Yay!
So we're at a 9.
Crisis.
An ace, putting you at a 10. So not too crazy.
Like, is ace 1 or is ace
Ace
11?
is one.
Okay.
That was
Ace is 1. At a 10, you do not detect any sense of change in your immediate area. What would you like to do next?
Okay, so here's my thought process.
our commander.
Here's my thought process here.
Yeah.
The command center has all the security footage.
Yeah.
Right? So I think if we do that, we're going to get better intel on what we're walking into here at the
Yes.
research facility.
And I can unlock all the doors probably
Exactly.
everywhere else if we go there first.
But if we go straight to the research center, we're going to save a lot of time, but we're probably
Yeah.
putting ourselves into way more danger.
Yeah.
I'm of the belief we go to the command center, and I like the idea of unlocking whatever security protocols.
Yeah.
Because like at the end of the day, we're gonna have to call out of here
Right.
to get picked. Like he'll be back in an hour and a half or whatever, but we gotta get it out. We have to. I think one of the base things we have to do is turn the base back on
Right.
and then find out what they were researching. It's like prime directives.
Yes.
Following your lead, Jackhammer.
All right, we're going to go to the command center.
Okay, all of you are heading to command. You
Yeah.
can use these little cute
Oh,
printed
perfect.
things if you want to mark where you are on the map. Okay, you guys all
Friends!
friends on file.
Oh my god. Everything's so cute here. I'm just the base.
The glowing red crater.
Everyone's just getting like influencer selfies.
I'm propping my phone up on a drone to take a selfie.
With the schematics.
Yeah.
Guys, you signed NDA. One thing to be aware of, for movement in these games, these hexes are quite large. They're about a third of a mile across. So if you're not taking the monorail, it would take a full round of movement to get there. But by taking the monorail, which I'm going to assume you all did just now,
Sure
you
did.
would be able to travel between hexes and use an action.
Yeah. Okay.
So you all hop on the monorail, probably our gadgeteer guy over here. It's all running on a backup system, so
Cool.
the monorail is still running. You get on the backup system and make it over to the armory. You see an enormous bunker door, as you know, is under security protocol. You could potentially try and hack it, you could try and bust it down, or you could try and find another way into the building. If you're lucky, you might be able to find a way in. How do you want to proceed?
We do have a jackhammer.
We got a jackhammer.
You do have a
I think
We
jackhammer.
got the jackhammer.
Chekhov's jackhammer really has to come into play at some point.
Okay. Do you want to try and break down the door?
I would love to try and break that door.
So that's going to be a strength challenge. Are you working on your own, or is anyone helping you out?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I have a tactical HUD. What kind of information is provided on the tactical HUD?
So the tactical HUD would show you, like, it is essentially like an AR screen calling out details in your visual area. So it could like track movement. It could get like analysis of like people or potential danger. It might also like kind of, flavor however you
Okay.
think to do it. So what do you think?
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Like Iron Man.
Yeah, exactly like Iron Man.
I was just seeing if that would be helpful in the situation.
Potentially, if you, this game is very like, convince me and I'll believe you, whatever you say.
My favorite tabletop games.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So I know, using the abilities, we're already getting a bonus, but like, could I sell you on a bigger bonus for an ability or anything? Because like,
Yeah, so you get to use a piece of gear and an ability.
yes, yeah. But I was just thinking, with structural engineering specifically, right? Like looking at this door is like, I know this door has a soft spot here,
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
something. Like, but that wouldn't give me an additional bonus or anything.
No, that'd be your +3 from structural
that's fine.
engineering. But potentially, let me see. I mean, you can try and use the traits of things against them. So if you can, unfortunately, you don't know any of the specific traits
Yeah,
of this
sure.
door.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I was just poking. Gear, obviously the size of a jackhammer.
Yep.
And then
Obviously.
traits, we're gonna go manual laborer.
Yep.
No problem, too big. Maybe I'm assuming it's a big door.
Yeah, it's a huge
Yeah. Okay. And I think headstrong also because it's like I'm not going to stop.
Headstrong, I'll take you on. Yeah.
Headstrong.
Once jackhammer pops,
That's sorry. So
just
that's
can't stop.
16.
Would you like to add a card from your hand, or just proceed with a chance card?
I think I'm going to proceed with the chance card because if it doesn't work, we have a backup, right? Unless we don't want to risk.
Where are
wasting
you at?
time.
What number are
I'm
you
at
at?
16 right now.
Can I also provide?
Yes. You. So are you
Would
assisting?
that help? Yeah, well, you already used a card, right?
Oh, that's right. I did.
Yeah.
But
But
you
you
can't
can still
use-
assist because I would get the bonus from your.
You can use cards on any challenge, so
Yeah,
you could
yeah,
do that
yeah.
again if you wanted.
But then we would give up the card, right?
Yes, yeah. But if you're assisting, you can add your strength and your bond bonus. Do you want to do that?
Yeah. That would be 3.
That'd be 3 right there.
That'd be 3. So that'd be
Love that.
19, and then I will spend. I'll spend 6. So that's a 25.
25. Go ahead and flip a card. You're feeling pretty confident with the 25. Hey, an additional plus 10, 35. You, with ease, ram this thing in, jackhammer. You find like that key weak spot you were talking about. You know there's like a weak hinge because you've been on the Combat Engineers Corps for years. And when they first rolled out the design of this door, you had major qualms with the hinge mechanism.
That spot.
That spot, you know. And in this moment, you're like, I'm glad I didn't fix it. You know?
He says something snarky to himself, like, I told him.
You jackhammer him, and then it just acts as like a lever. You can just pull it open.
Wow.
Okay, this is the main nerve center of operations, not just overseeing the base, but also coordinating G-Force efforts in the American Southeast overall. A large part of the building was used by logistical teams, but there's a dedicated command suite. In front of you, you see that suite. It is dimly lit by secondary lighting, and a large dead display screen dominates one wall, with communication strategic consoles on either side of it. A door beyond this leads to a briefing room with 6 chairs and a podium, and another display for conferences. There's a short flight of steps in the southwest corner leading up to a single bathroom and kitchenette area. However, you see a pair of prone feet slumped as if there is a person slumped against the top of the stairs. You cannot see them from here. What would you like to do? You all have actions still available to you.
I'll take mine off because I used mine.
Does the space seem like it has been attacked, or is it mostly vacant of people?
Sure, it seems mainly vacant. There are some chairs askew, as if there was maybe a bit of chaos here, but there's no like significant damage to the building.
Okay.
Do I have an action?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay, so me assisting doesn't.
because you have the special ability to assist and take an action in
Gotcha.
the same room.
Because I was going to say, if I can survey, I can take point walking into the room just to make sure there's no danger.
Sure.
With my tactical HUD, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm thinking.
Your HUD goes feet.
Feet, there's feet.
Well, I don't know if there's any like little skittery things in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure. As you move into the room, I would say just getting a lay of the land as you guys are like slowly advancing in flanked formation. You can tell that the systems here, as you kind of putting together from what you read earlier, it seems like these systems would have been put down under somebody put this building on lockdown and shut down all of the systems. Somebody came in here manually and did that. All the screens are off. They would need to be repaired to access any of those systems. But again, you don't see any like adversaries moving. Like even the body in the corner doesn't seem to be registering as an immediate threat. What do you guys want to do?
I'm kind of following your lead. Like my skills are in kaiju anatomy, so I'm thinking like, do I do the medical thing? But
Yeah.
I'm kind of not super clear on what I would be able to discern.
So something we can hack.
There's probably something we can hack.
Yeah. Something we can hack.
So you
yeah.
could start using an intelligence challenge to repair one of the systems. There's
Yes.
the comm system,
Right.
the security system, and the servers and logs system. What would you like to try and repair?
Newton, what do you think? What's first on the list?
I'm thinking security, just to kind of make sure that there's nothing like immediately threatening outside of this building. Because it sounds like we're safe where we're at.
We can watch a video log where we watch everybody die. Yeah. And then learn along. Okay, yeah, that sounds great.
Some
Yeah.
popcorn.
I'm gonna try to turn that system back on and get access to the logs.
So security and the logs are separate. Which one do you want to do first?
Oh yeah, wait. What do you want?
I'm thinking security.
Oh, security first. Just kidding.
Okay.
We'll do security first.
So you're going to do an intelligence challenge.
We're back, baby.
Anything that can help you with hacking or repair
Yes.
would be good for this.
All right. Intelligence is 5.
And just so you know, the way this works is you need multiple degrees of success to fully repair it. So this
Okay.
system needs 3 successes to repair
Wow.
it fully. And each success is if you beat it by 5 over it's increments of 5.
Okay. That's
So you need a pretty.
For security or for each system?
It's 3 for just security.
Okay. All right.
So you're going to start working on that.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing right now? While you're starting to build your challenge.
You gonna do a cap? You gonna go check on that body?
I kind of want to go check on that body.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys both want to make your way over to the body?
Well, do you have like any like medical?
That's what I'm thinking. Like I have like a focus on kaiju anatomy.
Because I'm wondering like anatomy, you know, kaiju anatomy, human anatomy. Maybe there's something that you can provide to looking at this body.
I would say just by like being a PhD in anatomy of kaiju, like I have probably more medical training than all of you do. Still not great, but probably some. So yeah, I'll come in. So we can
You're used to working with samples more than patients, but sure.
I can do CPR.
I'm certified.
Yeah, certified.
You guys slowly start advancing. Cordell and the lead, like guards up, you start advancing toward the body. Before we do that, as you approach, as you get to this person, you can tell that you start to hear a faint rasping breathing coming from them.
Are they alive?
That's not what I trained for. No.
It is very faint, and it takes you a second to hear it over the whirring of like background computer noise. As you approach, you can see their skin is like pale, set sort of greenish, with green veins growing up the side of their neck.
Scanner out immediately and stepping behind this guy.
They seem slumped on the ground. You notice they have a syringe in one hand. They're wearing a cleanup crew uniform. As you approach, do you guys want to try and just ascertain what's wrong with this person, or try and like rouse them and communicate?
Are they conscious?
They do not seem lucid right now. You can hear them breathing, but their kind of like eyes are out of focus or like heavily hooded.
Yeah. If they're okay. Oh man, this is hard.
What would your character do? You're the leader. What would you do?
Well, I'm okay. I'm thinking we try to rouse this person.
To communicate.
To communicate with them, because I feel like my character Cordell has the speech communication now, and I think that maybe trying to put this person at ease. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you have a weapon? I guess.
No.
Because all I have is a cannon, right?
You have a cannon?
I have a taser cannon.
Oh,
Is this a large?
Yeah, it's in your heart. It's right here. It's like slung on your hip.
Jeez, that's a hell of a sick.
So I can't have this like trained on this person trying to put them in.
I mean, it's
Everything's
it's
okay. Are you fine?
I think there's an argument for it being non-lethal. It is a taser, so you can like turn down and essentially like if
So
needed.
it's a stun.
It's a stun gun.
I'm gonna try and
It's
route.
an enormous stun gun.
It's a really big stun.
really
Don't be
big
concerned. Don't be concerned.
So since you're trying to like rouse them to communicate, that's going to be a mindfulness challenge. You can assist if you'd like, Dr. Karima, or you could try and do something else.
I kind of want to... They're like not moving. They're like raspy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to, while you're doing that, I'm going to try to grab that syringe and see if I can do some sort of analysis on what is in there.
Got it. So mindfulness challenge, intelligence challenge. I'll come back to you. Let's go over to our repair crew as you're hacking into the system. Let's
I have a question for you.
Yes.
The know-how section.
Yes.
How does this help me?
So that's stuff that you're generally aware of, like training you have.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a good example of this is if you're like, do we do jujitsu? And I'm like, it's not, no, you don't know. You've never had any sort of martial arts
Okay, so this is just stuff that I know how to do. I was wondering about how the rank plays in.
So that is, that's something called a luck check. I'll explain that if it comes up. But essentially what happens is your character is more likely to know about information. So if you're like, well, have I ever heard of like this tech study? You have a 3 out of 4 chance of knowing.
I see. Cool. Okay. So, all right, if this is a 3-phase hacking experience we're all having together, and not really, I'm just doing it by myself. The highest I can get to by myself is 12.
Without adding a destiny.
Without adding a card. And considering there are 3 phases, and it'll probably get more difficult every single time, I'm thinking right now maybe just play the 12.
So, to be clear, the way it works is there's a target number.
Yeah.
You need to succeed that by 3 levels. But you don't have to do it multiple times. If you get them all at once, it will be fixed in 1 round. But if it takes multiple rounds to accumulate that many successes.
I have a joker, how much is a joker?
A joker played intentionally from your hand counts as a 10 in whatever suit you want.
Sick.
Also,
Now a Joker played
Yeah,
accidentally.
like
is an automatic failure.
I think there's a second side to this.
All right.
that we're-
Yes.
Yeah, if I go to play my 9 and I play Joker by accident, is that also a failure? Yeah.
It fell out of your hand. Also,
I-
keep aware a diamond could also be a 10 because it's an intelligence challenge.
Yes. Oh, yes. All right. Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna play a diamond.
Okay, so now you're sitting at
What does that take me to? That takes me to 22.
22.
I'll start.
Okay.
I'll start there.
22.
See what happens.
Feels pretty good. You know you're
So we're all doing other stuff.
Yeah, everybody's doing other stuff, so I don't think I can
I've
get
already
any
done
help.
my thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Locked
I'm just
in,
my corner with my drones all hovering over me.
they all have the little wires connecting it.
Yeah. This is probably my happy place. Realistically.
Yeah, you love
This
this.
is where I thrive. Yeah.
Okay, so
alone with my drones. Yeah.
22. Flip a card.
Please.
Oh, okay.
Could be worse.
Could be worse.
Could be
And
worse.
18, the goal number was 5. So you beat it, and then you had 10, 15, and you did get over a 15. So you do have 3 levels of success. You just barely managed to reactivate the security system.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay. So
Love it.
pulling up the security system and beginning to flick through the security cameras,
Yes.
you now have access to turn on or off or unlock or lock any door on the base.
Yeah.
So that's great. You don't have to worry about that anymore.
Great.
The other thing you notice looking through the security footage, flicking through the different locations, you see yourselves in the command center. You flick over to the research center. You see the damage inside. You see it's still powered by some emergency lighting.
Yes.
You see a handful of bodies in the security lab, as
Okay.
well as some plant growth coming in through breakages in the wall.
Okay.
You flick over to the armory. You see, as you saw on your thing, the vault, the area with all the equipment and tech. You can see inside the vault as well. But outside the vault, you see something piled up against the door as if somebody tried to form a barricade. And at first you think it's just like mass boxes and equipment.
Yeah.
And then you notice it's moving, just ever so slightly.
Okay.
Just sort of like writhing a little bit.
Yeah.
And you see a human hand sort of crawling up the wall.
Wait. This is
Just the hand?
crawling up the wall?
Just a little hand that's kind of like grabs, and then you see like another hand, as if this is maybe a pile of bodies
Yeah.
Okay.
piled against the
That's
wall.
moving?
A little bit, not a lot,
Not a
just
lot,
a little
just
bit.
a little bit.
Okay.
That's what you see on your security.
Hawk from this room just starts yelling bodies, like bodies, bodies, just in the hopes to get anybody's attention.
And then we turn around and say, body?
Yeah.
Okay, so over here, let's start with our intelligence, and then we'll go to mindfulness.
Yes. Okay, so 4 for intelligence, 5 for, I'm using quick analysis again because I'm doing real speedy. This is 9. Is this like grabbing that syringe and like looking at it and everything, is this a Kaisei scanner thing, or is this, like, can I scan it for that, or is that like narrowing, like, I don't know what this is.
So I would say a Kaisei scanner could be useful. It probably has some sort of like input that, like, almost like when you check for like blood sample on
Yep.
a diabetes scanner
Yep.
or something. You could do something
Okay,
like that
cool.
with this.
I'll do that. So that's 9, 10, 13. And then I feel like this is pragmatic, cautious, and experience in the field.
Sure. One thing to be aware of with traits, you should always try and switch up. I don't know if you did that combo again. You can't use the same exact combo of traits multiple times, just to
Okay.
keep the narrative
The
fresh.
combo?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't use the same combination.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think pragmatic, cautious, and experience in the field.
Yeah, you're staying back. You're like, I'm just testing this
I'm
syringe.
just testing. You just do your own thing, dude.
You've got gloves on.
Yes. All right, so that's 13.
13.
16.
16. Go ahead and flip your chance card.
Oh, I'm so terrified about the chance card.
It's so good.
What if it's a Joker?
Oh, is that the unintentional?
Yeah, that's
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, that's dangerous. Wait, I just want to make sure I got this right. Yeah, okay. 16. That's where we're at.
The good thing about a Joker unintentionally is it's just a failure no matter what.
Yeah.
So there's nothing you can do to prevent it. It's not like you can prepare better.
Alright, just one of those. Do I want to... Ace is 1.
Ace is 1, but it is intelligent, so that would be 10.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Let's do 26.
26, feeling pretty good.
26 feels good.
You're in your element. Not a Joker. With the 28,
28.
you analyze the sample, you pull it in. Easy. This is actually, it does have it has Kaisei energy in it, but in the same way a vaccine has a disease in it.
Okay.
So it is an inoculation against some sort of specific Kaisei mutation. You pick up remnants of biomatter and botanical DNA. This seems to be some sort of botanical-based kaiju.
Okay.
And this is something that is preventing infection or stopping advancement. So, for instance, this is essentially supposed to dampen a Kaisei mutation caused by a specific Kaisei source, which seems to be some sort of plant-based kaiju.
Do I know anything about this? Is this a mass-produced thing that would be with field teams, or is this they did this on the spot?
You've never seen this specific thing before. It is keyed to a specific type of DNA, and I would say you also know that this gear, this element, this actual syringe, is not cleanup crew issue.
Okay.
That's something that would have been on base.
Interesting. Okay.
And then mindfulness challenge. We're trying to rouse this person.
Yes. So we're gonna do 3 for mindfulness. I'm gonna do 4 for I think what makes the most sense is spot an opening, because I feel like I'm partially on the defense here.
Okay.
So I feel like I need to be mindful of pivoting.
Okay.
All right. We're going to as well. I've got my teeny tiny taser cannon ready.
A teeny tiny taser.
Yeah, at the ready. And then as far as traits go.
So do you think you're using that to kind of it's a taser cannon? Are you trying to threaten him with that?
No. Maybe it would make more sense. It would probably make because I don't want to scare this guy.
Okay.
So maybe it would make more sense to maybe just go for that tactical HUD. Just see if they're.
Oh, you're getting vital readings.
Exactly.
Maybe? Okay.
Exactly. So maybe I'll knock that one out. Convince me that I'm knocking it out. I think it makes more sense.
Narrative. It's all about the narrative.
Exactly.
Yes.
Bring me into the story.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay. You already added in your traits and everything here?
Traits? No. I'm gonna go charismatic, cool and collected, and again because I feel like I'm kind of on the offense and defense here, I'm gonna go dynamic.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your total? And are you
So
adding?
that puts me at 3, 6, 10, 13.
13. Go ahead. Are you flipping? Are you adding anything?
I feel like I should add. Okay, I'm a little.
What is the Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah.
Trying to convince a guy.
Yeah. No, I'm
Make sure.
Trying to rouse
Rouse a
him
guy.
to see if he has any information.
Yeah.
That feels like it could be a 10, and then if you pull a low negative, then
Yes.
you below it.
Yeah.
Maybe. So I think maybe
A low one?
Yeah.
Is that a 2
They
or
are
a 3?
disarmed. I have taken their syringe, so the fear of getting
Jabbed.
right in the neck, not so much.
So why don't I do this? Why don't I throw a 3 down?
Okay.
Right? So that'll put me at 16.
16. Okay. Go ahead and flip. Fantastic. Okay. So this is actually.
Sweating, dude. Sweating.
This is what is known as a risky challenge. So there is a potential risk of failure, but because you succeeded, you actually get to take additional rewards based on how well you did. So you got a total of what? 23?
23 rewards.
23. The target was a 10, so you succeeded by a factor of 3, because you got above a 10, 5, and then 15, 20, so 3. If you look on the back of your sheet, you'll see an area listing rewards and costs. You can pick 3 rewards to spend now.
Oh, okay.
In addition to being successful, so I'll tell you what he said.
Oh, wow.
Can you double them up?
You can, except for the ones that say maximum use 1. There's a couple you can only do once, but you can do them multiple times in an adventure, just not multiple times in the same challenge.
Gotcha.
That's awesome.
So I'm going to describe what this man says to you. What are you saying to him as you're talking? Tell me how you wake him up exactly.
I kind of start by gently nudging him.
Yep.
I don't want to scare the guy.
Yeah, you have the Kaisei reading, it's watching his blood pressure.
Right, exactly. So I don't want to freak him out, so I kind of start by gently nudging him a little bit to see if he rouses. But I want to lead with asking him if he's fine first. So that's where I would start.
Got it. Okay. You nudge him awake, the eyes sort of falling, his eyes vaguely open. You see they're kind of clouded with almost this yellowish hue, as if they're sort of almost cataracts a little bit by whatever this infection is. As he comes to, he sort of jolts awake and sort of startles, but you manage to keep him calm with your successful check. What's the first question you ask?
Are you okay?
Where is anything? Where are they still in the armory?
Who? What? Who's still there?
The rest of them. I locked it down. They can't get out.
There's nobody here. It's just us. It's just me and my team.
Okay, you steady him. You're calm, confident demeanor, keeping it constant. I locked it down as soon as I could. Whatever was happening, the Kaisei, they all started to churn and they were attacking us. I don't know what it was. I think it was the other bodies they were cleaning up from the first attack. But they all started to panic, running and mutating into, God, their heads, their faces were turning into just petals were coming out of their mouths. It was horrible. I knew I was starting to come up. It was starting to come over me too. I managed to, and he like looks to his hands. He's like, there was a syringe. It had a cure. I managed to inject myself somewhat, but it couldn't stop it. I shut down everything before I locked them in the armory. I don't know. I couldn't do anything. I promise I couldn't do anything else for them. He's sort of like desperately trying to convince you he couldn't have saved his crew. You can see he's like sort of getting worked up as you're talking to him.
I take a step back.
You take a step back.
Well, you have the syringe.
I do.
You're looking at the syringe.
Is it empty?
It's like partially deployed, so
Okay.
there's like a bit of it still, maybe like a half dose
Okay.
left.
Okay. Well, first I try to calm him down.
Okay.
I want him to know it's okay.
Yeah.
But I do want to ask, is there anybody else that he knows that might have survived?
I don't know what's left of it, but anyone who was... There was a horde. I don't know why, but they wanted to get into the armory. There were people, they were trying to fight them back. They all went into the armory for defensive positions. The horde overtook. I just locked the doors. I think they're still there.
Okay. All right. Is there something that we can, like, maybe, like, any type of, like, medicine that we can administer? Like, some Advil or something?
I will say that based on this information, his condition seems to be worsening.
Right.
Unless you do something for him, he will probably succumb in some way. You don't know what that means.
Yeah.
You don't have the medical equipment to cure him here, but if you can figure out a way to stabilize him, he might be able to survive long enough to make it off base later. Right now, if you do nothing, he will not be himself for much
I don't know
longer.
what to do.
Strap him to the back of Jackhammer.
I think Jackhammer actually hearing all of this, I think like, I don't know, either like hits a nearby table, or if there's no nearby table, just like jackhammers the ground really quick, just like, it's like, this is what we get for messing around with Kaisei and Kaiju. This is, we should have just left it all alone. I'm playing into my temperament, struggles to control its rage.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I think he's just angry. He's not being helpful here at all. I
just
think
mad.
He's just like, he's angry, and I think maybe turns around to like storm out and see what you're doing.
Yeah. I'm yelling bodies still.
He's still going by.
Yeah. Also not being helpful.
Emotions running high. Do you
Wow,
know how you want to
jackhammer
spend
moment.
your rewards?
Oh, how many do I get?
Certified jackhammer moment.
3?
I'd like to take a Destiny card because I've already used.
Yeah, you can take a Destiny card into your hand.
What are the hero points for?
So hero points could allow you to level up between games. It could also let you replenish your willpower if you spend them. It's that section on the top right of your sheet.
Okay. Well, I don't really have an opponent to pull from here, right?
I would say he is sort of the target, the person you're talking to. You could learn. Are you talking about the traits,
Yeah.
or are you talking about damage?
Both.
Yeah. So you could hurt him for some reason if you wanted to.
Which we don't want to do. We don't want to do. Can I just triple down on the Destiny cards?
You can only do one at a
One?
time.
Oh, okay. Shoot, I don't know.
You could use discover. Discover.
I was gonna say maybe just
learn
do
traits because
discover.
maybe the traits are just like sick.
Yeah.
Something curable.
Wants to kill you, actually.
Very
nice.
scared.
So using discover, we'll say you can discover twice because that is unlimited. You can tell, again, part of this is what you were saying, where he was like, he is slowly degrading.
Yeah.
You can tell that he is being transformed into some sort of foliage type kaiju spawn. So that's a trait. It's foliage, which means he's vulnerable to fire. That's another trait you could use against him.
Okay.
You can tell that there's something about his behavior that his attention seems split. he seems to be connected to some sort of like external intelligence, some sort of like hive mind.
Love it.
And you, from that, can tell there's probably many things connected to this. So there are multiple targets like coordinated onto that same hive. That's what you can tell. I believe that's everyone's actions. Did everyone get their thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and add to the crisis bond. We are currently at 10. 18.
Okay. Do we have a target number that we know, or is that just you?
I know.
Okay.
You don't know.
That's fine. I just want to make sure.
At 18, as you begin speaking to him, you notice there is a pulsing, like a pulse of green energy as the vines like go up his neck, and his neck begins to lengthen slightly.
Oh God! All right.
And he like cries out in pain. That is the crisis clock. What do all of you want to do next?
Am I seeing anything change in the security cameras also based on that information?
That's a great question. I would say any plant life you saw, so there was some like vines and any of the bodies, you see a slight like, in coordination with the yell you just hear, they all kind of do the same thing. What would
I'm
you
now
like
yelling
to...
also plants. Bodies and also
Bodies
plants.
and plants.
Bodies and plants.
Bodies and plants. Plant bodies.
Plant bodies. Plant bodies.
What do you want to do?
I was gonna say we should try to take him to research in the cryo situation, but this has
No, his head is growing.
escalated. Like I
We've
think
got a little bit left in that syringe still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how quickly it works.
Well, but was the syringe what? Did we uncover if the syringes would cause the situation?
I think because
No, it's a
vaccine.
vaccine.
It's like a vaccine. Yeah.
You have a little left.
Yeah. So
or I don't know.
But now I feel like we're fully on the defense.
Yeah, it's either
Yes.
that or I think leave him or kill him.
my concern. As because
Oh, I'm not lethal.
Oh, that's
You
true.
could-
Can you
try
taste a
and-
plant?
You can try
Oh,
not
that's
to.
true. He's a
No, I mean you
He
can
can taste
try.
a
I'm just
plant?
saying. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's still partially
I mean, he's still human.
Sure.
my temperament is better safe than sorry, and
Right.
part of me is I'm gonna hold on to this because I don't know.
You might need it.
Yeah, like I don't know if we can like synthesize it later, if there's any left in research.
Yeah.
And I mean, we all know as players at this table what this thing is. I think I might just pocket it and maybe not explain what this
yeah, you know.
In the name of science.
Yeah.
Am I aware of this? I'm in the same room as you.
I know
was
there's a syringe,
analyzing
but you don't know
Yeah.
what
I don't know what it
syringe
does.
Yeah, and like the guy told you.
Oh, that's
Like,
right.
he
that's
found
right.
it in the lab.
That's right. That's right.
I will say you can take a hero point for playing so well into your character at the disadvantage of the group.
Sorry, friends.
the way you do it.
Jackhammer wasn't here. You're my only one.
Yeah, I'm
the way you do it.
Yeah.
So what are you
Jackhammer's
doing?
gonna
He seems to be getting worse.
I don't want to just like outright go for the kill.
You can tase him.
I kind of want to. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I think I'm gonna pull out my taser can.
Okay,
All right, but
you got it.
I'm backing away with it, like kind of like assessing the situation, seeing if it gets any worse than it already is.
Okay.
Which sounds like it's getting worse.
She shrugs. You start glowing.
I'm gonna tase it. It's not lethal.
It's not lethal. I
I'm
would
gonna
say
tase
that's
this
the
kid.
whole point of a taser.
I'm gonna tase this guy.
I would say for free, you sort of in this moment you back up and he's like, don't leave me, and you tase him.
Yes.
He falls unconscious
Yes.
after seizing for a moment.
Yes.
He is unconscious.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? You still have all actions. I would say all of that is
Okay.
like free, instant.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
just shooting him once is not full action.
Can we like meet up and
Yeah, we should
Yeah,
reconvene.
kind of the
Yeah.
entrance? Yeah.
You guys are all in the command center.
I heard there's bodies.
Okay, here's the deal. We shouldn't go to the armory, first of all. It's closed off. There's a bunch of writhing plant bodies pressed up against the door. I don't want to see it. I don't want to go near it.
Sucks.
It's not fun.
Put these people out of their misery at least.
A valid point, Jackhammer. Another Jackhammer moment.
Classic Jack.
Classic Jackhammer. Thank you for your input. I think, truly, go to research. I'm not going to hack anymore. I think we're done hacking here. I think go to research, get what we need, leave.
Get out.
I can already open all the doors. I can see all the security feeds. I think we're like set.
Yeah. Agreed. I think based on the plant situation we just saw, like the person we found in the stairwell has plantified more than they were before. We need to get out of here and
Yes.
find out what is going on, because there's some stuff happening here, and you had on the feeds that there's plant life going on in research, right?
It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's the worst in Armory, definitely.
Okay.
It's a real risk-reward situation. If you want to go in by yourself and maybe die and not get pay, do we get paid extra if he dies?
we might get a split.
Split? We're contractors. I don't think it works that way.
No, it probably doesn't.
probably
All right, yeah. We sign paperwork. Although,
Or maybe I'll just pocket
NDAs.
it.
The NDAs, babe.
Yeah, how about the equipment fee would have to be accounted for? Lost equipment would be.
I would say as, like, I have contacts in the Kaiju Countermeasures Center. I think we get what we need to, and I'll just bloop you in, and they'll take care of the armory, perhaps from orbit.
Okay, so you guys want to head to research?
That sounds
What do you
commander.
think, Jackhammer?
He's angry about it.
He's angry about
Yeah,
it?
I think he, again, either does another like jackhammer or
I can't please this guy.
he just look, he's got a lot of trauma. All this like half his motivation and temperament are all just like this dude's life sucked. It was really bad. Yeah, I mean he's angry about it, but he will not split the group. He will follow your lead.
Priority is staying with the group. You guys all hop back on the monorail
Yeah.
and head over to research.
Research.
You guys all head over to research. As you approach, you see the door is under lockdown. There's significant damage to the building. You can remotely open the door. Also,
do that.
there's the crater outside.
There is the crater.
Do you guys want to go in through the main entrance? Do you want to check out the crater? Where are you going?
I think we're going right into the research center.
Great.
Unless you're gung-ho about the crater.
No.
For science.
After seeing the live feeds, I need to see what's going on inside there. I need to get some samples. I need to.
We're here to do a job.
Yeah, we're here for a job.
Yeah.
Inside.
Okay. You remote access open the research center. It slides open. Nearly everything has been removed. You can see that the cleanup crew did prioritize this area. So it's hard to know exactly what type of research was happening here, but presumably something to do with fighting kaiju. There's evidence of biological growth and several human corpses riddled with vines. They are wearing cleanup crew uniforms, though they are scattered across the facility in no particular pattern. One area, the biolab, still seems to be under lockdown and doesn't appear to have been reached by the cleanup crew. The portion of the building above that is partially collapsed from structural damage, presumably related to the large crater next to it. So you're in the main room, you see the bodies on the ground, they are like, you notice like the foliage and the blooms are slightly opening on the plants. The bodies don't seem to be like getting up or anything like that, but like they're on the ground and the plant seems particularly vibrant. The plant life is very like kind of coming to life in a way. You still all have your actions available. You've just traveled and you had the auto to open the door. So what do you all want to do?
I'm holding back in case stuff breaks bad and I got a jackhammer.
Yeah.
Does the cleanup crew, are they wearing hazmat suits or are they just in uniforms?
They did not seem to be wearing full hazmat gear.
Okay.
You can tell that they probably actually aren't wearing respirators or anything like that.
Okay.
They seem to be wearing just like the standard issue uniform, but we're not in full like protective gear.
Okay.
So there's a room that wasn't touched, right?
Correct.
Do we want to beeline for that room? Quietly through the... I'm thinking you're tiptoeing through this room to get to this... Through the main hall where we're at right now.
Yeah. You
Love it, to
guys...
this other room.
Is it like an atrium or is this lab space?
This is lab space.
Okay. Is there decontamination that we walk through at all?
So through the biolab, there is like... You would know from schematics, there is like a clean room on the other side of the biolab. That leads to whatever the dark room is that you can't act, that you didn't see on the
Okay,
schematics.
but we're not there yet.
No, it's on the other side of this.
Okay. I think, agreed, we should like do it. I think on the way there, I want to be scanning the lab area to see if I can find us any sort of like breathing protection, like PPE. Like especially my hunch is seeing those flowers open. This is an allergy situation. We're getting pollen in our face, and I want to stop that from happening as soon as possible.
Okay, so you're going to do what is called a luck check to see if there's any hazmat gear available in the system around here. I'm going to say it's an odds against luck check that there is hazmat gear available. which means you need to get a spade. The way luck checks work is you randomly draw a card, and if it matches the correct suit, you are successful.
Okay.
The reason they're slightly different from challenges is these are things that are just based on the random chance of the world instead of your abilities. You can choose to play a card from your hand to guarantee a success if you like. So if you play a spade, you will find hazmat equipment for everyone. Otherwise, you're leaving up to the chance of the cards.
Yeah.
Yes, you play your spade. You are familiar enough with Lab that you know where they keep safety equipment. You go to that locker, and even though the main one has been cleared out, there you know the backup area where there is. You're not able to find full suits. You're able to find respirators for your full team.
Good enough.
Got it. You spend your action looking for that, so that's your turn. The biolab door is locked. You can unlock it as well if you want to.
I would like to unlock that. Do my drones have cameras on them?
They would have limited camera ability because you would have to be able to like visually see what they're doing.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering. Like, I have the 3 lenses on my goggles. Like, is each one
I think
feeding
so.
into a drone? Yeah, I'm wondering, temperament-wise, Hawk needs to feel in control of the situation. I have a hunch that he would send his drones out just to kind of, like, get the lay of the land and see if there's anything, like, dangerous in the building before we start making our way around, which would also include opening up the door to send his drone in there.
Got it. So you unlock the door, the drones can sort of like open it with like a little like armature hand they have, and they soar in. You do not, I would say with a quick sweep, for free, I'll tell you they're reporting like potential danger from the plant life.
Yeah.
So they're steering clear of that. There's no plant life in the biolab itself.
Okay.
It seems.
Biolab is clear if we want to go in there.
Interesting. So that makes the most sense.
Unlock door you guys while going into the biolab.
I think
Sure.
Biolab, yeah.
Sounds good.
Are you with us though, or are you still looking for the?
Yeah, can I tag along?
Yeah,
Just
you
like
can
not do anything.
Okay, cool.
I need someone to help me put on my respirator, I think. I can't reach my arms past here. Real baby body going on.
I'll use my drones.
And you're just fully cyberpunked up with your...
Yeah, and I have the goggles and the respirator on. Yeah. I look like a Mad Max guy.
You enter into the biolab. In here, you can see this has not yet been accessed by cleanup group. There are benches and empty and cabinets around. There are workstations. There is actual research left around here. There's a whiteboard with writing on it. Beyond this, you see another door that is locked, that is windowless, and it has a lit red light above it. And the sign on the door says storage area. Do not enter without protective equipment when red light shows. So that's the clean room that leads to this storage area.
I love that.
Protected gear.
You two still have actions available to you.
I could do like one. I could break stuff. So
Yeah, I was like, I mean, there's research available around the right. I don't think I have the ability to decipher anything.
So another option you guys have as you are, it's kind of like a common action you can take is planning or preparation or strategizing. It's an automatic action. There's no like challenge to do it. Preparation allows you to draw a new destiny card and discard a destiny card from your hand.
Okay.
So you can swap out a card. Or the other option is strategizing, which allows you two to swap cards with anyone else strategizing using duplication.
Okay, interesting.
So would you like to do one of those since you don't have like an immediate interaction in the area?
I'm okay on cards. I do have pretty good cards. If you need like a higher number of cards, I would swap with you because I got 7, 9, and then kings are 10s, right?
Yeah.
And then 2 10s.
Yeah, because I have a 2, 3, a 5, and a 6.
Do you like color diversity?
But you said I can withdraw. I can withdraw, so I don't put him at a detriment, right? I can withdraw and
So you'd have to choose one.
discard.
Both
That's what I'm
take
saying, one or the other.
Yeah.
Because I can do that, the swap from the pile. That way, I'm not putting you out of a high card.
No, but I would rather you take like a 10 and give me what color are your 2 and your 3? I would rather you actually give me your 2 because then if you spend a suit when you're helping someone, does that make it 5? Does it halves the value?
Yes, it halves to 5.
Yeah,
cool.
So let's trade this because because my intelligence is really bad. But if I help somebody in the future with an intelligence check, I don't have a 5.
Yeah, that's true.
That's great.
Okay.
That's super helpful.
You guys use that. You guys sort of like strategizing, planning as you move into the into the next area. Okay, that's the end of the action round. I'm now going to add to the crisis clock.
I always forget about the crisis.
It's a surprise every time.
Everything's going great. We're gonna do fine. We're gonna go in the lab, do the stuff.
Oh,
You
we're
guys
almost
are-
done already.
You guys are all in the bio lab, correct?
Yes.
We sure are.
Hopefully.
So we had an
What does that
18,
mean?
And we're adding a 4.
Okay.
So 18 plus 4 is 22.
Over the 20
Okay.
threshold worries me.
Who's at the back of the curve? Who went into the bio lab last?
I think I was there first. No, my drones were first.
Yeah, drones were first.
So I was probably last. I think. Yeah. I think I was last. Yeah.
Last. Okay. As you are like picking up.
Am I going to
your
get food
focus-
for everybody? Am I done?
As you're paying attention to the drone's visuals and coming
Yeah.
up, picking up the rear, sort of like distracted by a game,
Yeah.
almost like video game.
Yes.
You do not notice
At PAX?
until all of you. You don't notice until Cordell. I think you maybe turn around and see an enormous vine rearing up behind your compatriot, who then strikes out at you. I need you to make a coordination save. The way that works is it's exactly like any other type of challenge. You have to use coordination to reduce the damage. So you're going to
Okay.
do a coordination challenge to try and avoid taking damage.
Okay. Great. Coordination challenge. All right. So let's start with 3. My coordination is 3. I have tactical awareness,
That's great. That's perfect. use
which
of that.
is 4. Love that. Okay. 4. Actually, I can just make that a 5. Let's see. Oh my God. I think it's jetpack time.
Jetpack time.
Dodge.
Yeah. I'm gonna jetpack out of the way, or I'm gonna try to jetpack out of the way. We'll see what happens. Love that. So we're at 11, and then traits. I think it's pretty imaginative to use your jetpack. I'll say. Also, very spontaneous moment.
Yeah.
Oh, do any of the other ones really work? They're all like hacky stuff. No. If you yell out that there's a vine, I get +1.
I'll yell. I'll scream.
plus 1.
I'll scream.
Love it. All right, so I mean, I'm only at 12 by myself, so I feel like now is maybe the time for the Joker, just in case, because I'm gonna have to pull one of those also. Yeah, I think it might be Joker time.
Joker time.
Yeah.
What do we think?
How bad is it to like take damage?
Well, so the least you can take is like a point of willpower damage, but you only have 5 points of willpower.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna use a Joker as a spade, so I get 10.
Okay,
Is my
that's
plan.
10, so you're sitting at 22 before you flip a card.
22. Heart of the cards, baby. Heart of the cards.
cards.
Let's go.
Oh, 22 plus 10, easy,
Plus-
sail through.
okay.
You, Cordell yells out, you just instinctually hit the jetpack
Yes.
and shoot into the room as this vine like whips out after you, trying to grab at your foot. It misses, retracting back out. You all see now that all of the vines and some of like some of the corpses actually have like an arm up, and they're sort of all mimicking the movement of the vines looking in your direction.
Weird.
Ew, that's so cool.
That's the crisis clock. It is now your turn. What are you doing? You're in the biolab. You have access to some of the remaining research. There's the sealed clean room leading down to the secret storage area, also here.
Okay.
What are you doing?
The vine seems to like it reached out.
It did
and then
like a
just
single
kind of,
attack and is now kind of
retreated.
lighter.
Just chilling.
Is it in the lab with us?
It's in the research lab. So there's nothing in the biolab. It just grabbed him because it was outside the door.
I don't know if we're getting back out of there, Chief.
Is that the only exit? Back out? Oh, wait, there's another door on the other side.
There's a
Yeah,
door
you
to
have a
the
jackhammer.
We can't go back in the cave.
There's always another door with a jackhammer.
Yes.
What are you doing?
What? Oh yeah. Where do we have to go?
There's the
There's a clean room
Clean
to
room.
the storage
To the
room.
clean room. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
and
the
there's
clean room is the door, right?
yes.
To nowhere?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
I think that's where
That's
we're
where
going.
we
Yeah, we gotta go there.
All right. We booking it? I think we're booking. I think
I'm now like firmly like in the back of the room,
Yeah.
just like walking backwards slowly.
yeah. Love it.
Jackhammer's on our 6.
files or like open research that as we're going by I could just like throw some in my bag.
Do you want to just grab some papers?
Yeah, just grab some
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
So not
That's
burning an action.
specifically live samples. Or
You're deep
yeah,
pockets,
tissue
man.
samples.
Tissue samples.
Like anything
Okay.
just like laying out.
I will say you can make a luck check. If you, even odds you grab something useful, odds against that you get a light sim. Because you're just grabbing randomly. So you're just doing this for free, unless you want to spend an action searching the room.
No, I'll hold back.
Okay,
I
so
think we're just going straight to the clean room.
So do you want to do a random grab? No, it won't burn your action.
Yeah, I'll do a random
Okay,
grab.
so flip. So if you get a spade, then you get a life sample of some kind in this max. If you get a heart or a spade, you get something, but it's not a life sample. Anything else, you don't get anything.
It's gonna be in one of the etherlings.
A heart. You managed to grab some papers that seem potentially useful. You didn't find any samples lying out.
Perfect.
You will have to analyzing them later, but you managed to grab some random papers into your bag.
Cool.
You guys go to the clean room. You can unlock the door.
I sure can.
You unlock
and
the door.
Yeah.
You all proceed into the hermetically sealed clean room. It seals behind you. You feel like the air processing system shift over. You go through the next door into the unknown space beyond. You open that door and you see a room that leads downward. It is a 2-story room that goes down into the earth. Stepping out, you see a catwalk on the upper rim of this room. It is very cold as you enter the room. You come out onto the catwalk and you see below you containment chambers made of glass and steel with a bunch of like running pipes and wires coming through them. You also see that the bottom level of this floor is filled with leaking cryo mist that's coming out of the middle chamber, which seems to be broken, like the glass has exploded out. And what broke that is you see a waterfall of vines that have kind of pooled out of that main containment center and have flowed in the direction of an enormous hole in the wall. You get the sense that that is the hole leading to the crater. You also see that this room is filled with like an emergency red light that is on. At this point, I don't think anyone's still used an action yet. You've just gone into the next room. You're up on this catwalk. There seems to be damage to the staircase down, so it might be a little difficult to get down there. Also, it's filled with vines and cryostasis mist. You can't see what's in the actual containment pod because the top of it is like a steel casing, so you can't see like around and down into it because you're above it. What would you like to do?
I'm feeling a jackhammer moment.
I am. For what? We need a heroic jackhammer.
Wait, okay. You said the steps are a little
damaged. Yes.
Damaged. Okay. I have a stabilizer harness. Would that be just for me, or could I
So
like?
it's connected into your exoskeleton.
Okay, but I could like carry everybody down
Yeah,
like one
you
by
could.
one or something.
Wow.
Yeah. Could we do that? Is that? I mean, I guess you didn't ask for a check, right?
Well, you could absolutely do that. I would say to get everyone down safely, that would be a strength challenge.
Yeah.
To get everyone down safely. I
You
will
also
say.
have jetpack too.
I do have a jetpack.
So you can get down there for free if you like.
Okay, I'm down there. Hey, come down!
Sitting there like looking up.
Yes.
But so do you want to just buzz on down while you're starting the
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a problem, right? If I'm down there,
Yeah, you want to go down first?
I'm gonna activate some kind of horrible thing. Yeah, I'll
You're
go
the
down.
easiest down.
I'll go down first. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Or do you want to? You can send your drones down.
I could send my drones down, but I'm gonna use my jetpack.
All right. Do
As
it.
often as
That's
possible.
fine.
I'm gonna jetpack down. Yeah.
Okay. You begin trying to get everyone down. I'll have you go ahead and make a strength challenge as you're doing. You go down. Can I please have you make a coordination challenge as you go down there?
Sure. Sounds good. Let's see. 3, and then 4, 7. Tactical awareness.
Don't buzz your jetpack directly into a wall as you descend.
That's how the campaign ends.
Yeah.
This.
Turns out cryo juice is incredibly flammable also.
We exploded the whole room.
Good news, the threat destroyed. Bad news,
So are we.
team also gone.
And if you just tell me good job, then I get +1.
Great job, dude.
Okay, great. I get +1. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. That's just 12 for me.
Well, okay. Go ahead and
Flip
flip
a
a
card.
card.
I'm gonna die.
Ugh.
6.
Yes. You don't die.
Uh-oh.
Now I'll take that good job.
Pretty good job.
What was your total?
That brings it down to 6.
You suffer a point of cold damage as some of the cryostasis like gloms up onto your ankles. You got a little too close to the floor.
Oh.
You're going to take 1 point of willpower damage from
Okay.
the cryos.
I'm gonna
from the
just
cryo
put this here
damage.
to let me know.
Yeah.
Okay, I yell up. It's cold down here. It's so cold it hurts. I've never experienced that before. I've only experienced that with. I've never experienced that with cold. Do I zip back up? Is that?
You can if you want. You can move for free.
Yeah.
So I would say technically you could do that before. Jackhammer, if you knowing that it's that cold, if you don't want to bring everything down. You can.
Is this the observation, or the stairs that are slightly broken out? Those go directly down
Into
to
the
the
lower,
cryo floor.
yeah, into the cryo floor.
Okay. Secondary plan, still use the harness, but try to because you said there's like a crack in the containment thing.
Yeah.
If we could find a way to seal the crack, because is it like in the...
It's in the glass, so it's essentially like a glass cylinder with like tubes and mechanical stuff on top and on the bottom, and part of the glass has been broken out.
But that's not on the ground. Like we'd be able to be like halfway down or something to patch that, or no?
It's in the center of the room,
Like Mission
and
Impossible
on the
your
ground
way.
level, so you'd have to be able to get over to it. You could potentially get to it without getting into the cryo mist, but it would be different. You'd have to do some checks to make sure you don't do that.
What's the goal here? Like, what are we trying to do?
I think
That's a good question.
I think
Contain it?
Well, we want to get down there, right? And I feel like getting down there, we need to seal the thing up so that it stops leaking.
Oh, it's like actively still making
Right?
it worse. I
Yes,
see.
like
Yeah,
still
it's
leaking
leaking
out.
cryo.
Okay.
I just thought it was lingering on the ground.
No,
I see.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's like coming out of the containment thing, just like.
Could Jackhammer get on top of that cryo tube and just remove the hoses and everything? Just like stop the
then
flow
wouldn't
of it?
You could try and shut it down, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If that's enough. Yeah. Shutting if shutting it down from, if I see a way from the top to like be able to like shut it down somehow with
Okay.
either structural engineering, honestly, or just some sort of brute force. Like,
Sure.
Could
Okay.
I break it, or could I?
So you want to jump over to the cryostasis pod.
I think so. How far away?
I mean, it's kind of like, it's the
Say
middle
it
of the
out
room.
loud.
It's jumpable. Like at the right trajectory. It's jumpable.
Okay. Yeah.
You got an exosuit on.
I got the exosuit. I got good strength and
Okay,
stuff.
so I'm going to have you make, this is going to be, the jump is coordination, and then it's going to be intelligence for like disrupting the system in the correct way to prevent
Okay.
that.
So that'll be 2 checks or 2
Yeah,
challenges.
2
then?
separate challenges. One of them is to
Okay.
prevent yourself from getting injured, and the other one is and to land properly. The other one is to actually shut the system.
All right. So coordination is 2. Battle tactics is 4. And I'm imagining this is like a tactical situation, and I want to make sure I'm approaching it in the right way and whatever.
Only people you have bonds with can help. Is that the situation?
So you can assist, but less powerfully.
Right, okay,
You're not
yeah.
involved.
Body armor, because
Yeah.
it hurts less to land.
Yeah.
Body armor. I think headstrong because I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I think short fuse because I think at this point he's so done with everything going on. He's like, I just want to leave.
Yeah.
Like whatever we have to do to get out of here. I'm sick of just like trying things and whatever. Like I'm going. We're doing it. And then indomitable also. I think.
Okay,
Just like-
great.
Can I cheer you on? I just want to cheer.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone on.
I would get a +1 on
I'm
that.
here to cheer everybody.
Sure.
So 3, 5, and then a 1 from you.
So 13.
So 13. Save this. These are all so high. That's going to be another 10.
Got it. So 23.
And I think we're going to leave it at 23.
Go ahead and flip.
Oh no!
No.
I'm dead. Rest in peace.
Okay. So at a
Jackhammer
23.
popsicle now.
So here's the thing that's good.
Yeah.
So it's a failure.
Yes.
However, it does not reduce your total.
Okay.
So you don't incur additional damage. So weirdly, because you started at a 23, you don't incur a bunch of damage.
Okay.
You just fail to do the thing you tried to do.
Okay.
That's cool.
So figuring out exactly what that means in this moment,
Yeah.
I'm going to say that in your attempt to jump across, your equipment that like holds you to the wall gets stuck in its current position. So it's supposed to propel you forward, but instead it got like hooked into the scaffolding. So you remain stuck and like suspended over the river.
That is the jackhammer moment.
Classic jackhammer.
I think you come back up. It's like enough, and he like runs and then jumps and then just gets hung and just does not say a word. It's just like boom, and then he's just stuck
So
there.
embarrassed.
Just defeat and embarrassment.
Just simply not saying a single thing.
Okay. I think you've helped a couple people, so you are out of action.
Probably.
Yeah, because you can.
I don't know what I
assist-
could do in this situation.
Yeah.
Either way.
Dr. Freeman, do you want to do anything?
Yeah, I'm trying to think what I could do here. And it's jumpable with an exosuit,
You
but
can
like,
try and jump it.
I don't like that tone.
It's not as safe
I
as
just want to say the exosuit didn't help much.
Yeah. Can
Jetpackless, exosuitless
as I look around,
doctor.
is there just a really big red switch that says cryo cutoff that none of us saw yet?
There's potentially a way to remotely shut it down. I will say go ahead and make an intelligence challenge to try and find a way to like
Yeah.
remotely access the system and shut it down.
Okay.
Okay, we really just kind of ran in, huh?
Yeah, we just.
You're getting
I'm a horrible leader. I'm sorry.
you're getting brutalized
You're
by
doing
this
great. You're so
building.
encouraging.
The building,
The building
with
is,
no one in it.
The building is
Go
really
team,
hard.
I got a +1 from you. You're doing work.
I'm supervising.
Yeah.
Just have a digital tablet and a scanner. I feel like that's not like super helpful. Like I can't just hold up my iPad and say, "Show me really cryo."
Probably not.
I don't want to force you to bring something up that you weren't ready to bring up yet. But what is a stunt?
Oh, so the way a stunt works is if you're being especially clever, you could potentially add an extra aspect bonus or an extra ability or an extra piece of gear.
Okay.
The risk is if you fail while doing that, you take an extra point of willpower damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it could potentially help. I don't cover it because it's like more advanced rules.
Yeah, sure. I was just looking at it
Yeah.
like, what is this? Yeah, what is this stunt?
But that could help you if you want to try it. You could add 2 aspects, 2 abilities, or 2 pieces of gear if you do that.
I just feel weird being the first person to do a stunt.
Do a stunt,
without having
dude.
jetpack.
A science stunt, dude.
A science stunt. iPad.
Science.
Learning is fun.
Dude.
All right. Sorry, could you explain that one more time
So-
how it works?
You build your challenge as normal. A
Yep.
stunt allows you to add an extra aspect, ability, or gear. You can pick 1 extra to add. But if you fail on the challenge, you would then take an extra point of willpower damage.
I mean, at this point, like, let's do it. I will do that.
Okay, so
yeah.
what are you doing? Describe how
The
you're
S
doing.
in STEM stands for stunt.
It does. Yeah, so I think what I'm doing, like, after seeing just all of this abysmally fail, I'm just looking around and being like, guys, like, there's got to be an obvious solution to
Yeah.
this. And I think I start looking at the, like, coolant lines and pipes and stuff across the top, and I've just, like, fully started, like, standing on the railing of the catwalk, trying to look as closely as I can at labels if it says, like, tool or hot or anything. So yeah, I'm standing on the catwalk, kind of dangerous, like leaning over, trying to figure out everything. Which is, let's see here.
So I would say you're adding your coordination and your intelligence here.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you have another piece of gear you'd want to add instead.
No, I'm not even using gear for this one. So it's intelligence, and then coordination is 6, and then say quick analysis, no gear, and then this is I have reached indifferent, methodical, and just purely pragmatic, I would say.
Come on,
Yes.
guys.
Okay, so what's your total?
Come on. So that's 10, 11, 14. And that includes my coordination. So 14.
You adding anything else to it?
Yeah, let's do 21.
21? And flip a card. Come on. Hey,
Okay.
22. That works.
22.
You get up on the railing, you quickly go up and you see like all the different cryostasis tubes. You actually quickly use the cryostasis to like seal itself. You like add like a trigger onto the cryostasis that makes it freeze over into a frost, shutting down the cryostasis.
Wow.
Really quickly, are running low on time for the
Yes.
stream. So what I'm gonna do is you shut off the cryostasis. Do you guys want to grab whatever is in the containment center and bug out?
Yes.
I think that makes the most sense.
Okay, so flying down with your jetpack, you
Yeah.
go down, you see there is like this pulsating orb-like seed suspended within the cryostasis chamber. But now, no risk of any sort of danger, you manage to grab it. As you do so, the vines beneath you ripple and begin to react, but you manage to fly up as they begin to writhe up from the floor, making attacks out at you guys as you guys are beginning to retreat through the lab. The bio-zombies have jumped to, starting to struggle to their feet as you see, and they are targeted on this seed. However, with a jetpack, I think you're able you begin soaring out past as the rest of you guys sort of muscle your way through,
Smashing
protecting
the
Dr.
hallways
Karina
behind
as
me.
much as possible. You with your jackhammer bashing them aside. You manage to get out and call Scott Casey out for a pickup. Scott Casey begins to soar into your area. As he does so, you hear him say, "What the hell is going on at the armory?" As you see, the armory doors are starting to be pried open by humanoid figures and vines that are ripping them apart and beginning to stagger out onto the ground and race in the direction of the seed plot.
Bodies.
Clearly, you have found
Plants and bodies.
perhaps the hive mind behind this horde. You all manage to jump up onto the gunship and begin soaring off into the distance. Not sure exactly what you managed to evade, but hopefully somebody else will be able to clear out base Alpha when they have more time. Congratulations.
Oh my god.
Congratulations. You
did
survived.
Question mark? Wow.
Thank you all for participating. Just quickly, if you're here at PAX, please come visit IDW at 120885. You can also see our Kickstarter here. Please scan and sign up for Kickstarter. Anyone who signs up for the Kickstarter at $60 or more will get 4 free comic books from us when you come to our booth.
Yes.
Thank you so much. It's been an honor to play with you guys. Congratulations. We're going to hand the table over. Bye.
Thank you.
We know that clear out for the next one.
Yes,
Yes, totally.
Oh my god.
I'll meet you all up there.
Okay, cool.